You were a bartender, and I just love the idea. You would be such a good bartender, Mark Ruffalo.
Thank you.
A generous... don't you know he'd do a generous pour? He would always do a generous pour, Mark Ruffalo.
I would do a generous pour.
Yeah.
Mostly because people would be like, come on, man. Really?
But no, but didn't you... You had your own cocktail.
I had the margarita. And
You could have gone with Ruffalo, but no, margarita.
But I ended up having, you know, I'd start early and I'd have my Thursday night crowd.
Yeah.
Partially because, and I'm sorry, Sean McPherson, wherever you are, I gave away a lot of free drinks. It wasn't a great quality in a bartender.
But you were good dealing with drunk customers, which is
I had to deal with a lot of drunk people, yes. And sometimes they were not very nice.
Oh, no.
There'd be nights where I'd be up to my eyeballs in a-holes. I'm
saying nothing.
Should I keep going?
I don't know what
that's supposed to mean.
What?
Wait, what? What did I say?
Nothing.
Is that a spoiler?
No.
Everyone...
No. Nothing.
Is Marvel gonna call me?
No. So, no, wasn't there a guy who wanted... wasn't there a drunk guy...
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Wasn't there a drunk guy?
It wasn't that kind of bar.
Wasn't there a drunk guy who wanted Sambuca?
Yes, there was.
OK, so tell us about him.
So occasionally, you would get someone who was so obnoxious, and it was the end of the night, and this guy came in, and he's like, all right, and he was wasted, and he was such an a-hole. And he's like, I want a Sambuca. I'm like, come on, man. You're doing OK. He's like, give me a Sambuca. And...
Did he hit his knee like that?
That was the bar.
Was that the bar?
I thought, yeah.
Give me a Sambuca. I'm like, OK. So I pour him the Sambuca. Light it! I'm not gonna light your drink, man. I don't like drinks. OK, you want to light your drink, you light your drink yourself. Light it! OK. I light the drink. He takes it. And it goes all over his face, dripping down his face, blue flames everywhere. And I'm trying not to laugh. And he beats the hell out of himself to get it out. Give me another! Oh, sure thing. Want me to light it for you? Yes! Same thing all over again. It was one of the greatest nights.
I sort of like him for having another one.
I loved him. He walked out with like a flaming red goatee.
Oh, that brings back a really painful memory.
It was you?
No.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
No, when I was like 12, 13, I was a late bloomer, but I had a premature mustache. Like I had hair there and nowhere else, right? I mean my head, of course. And I was begging my dad, because kids were making fun of me, like, hey, your stash, swimmer, your mustache, you know. And so I was begging my dad, hey, can I please shave? And my dad was like, you're too young to shave, I'm sorry. But I took matters into my own hand, and I borrowed some of my sister's Nair.
Oh, no.
And for those of you who don't know, it's like a chemical hair removal.
We got it Imac, I think. Imac, yeah.
Oh, OK, so I put it on my lip, but I left it on too long. So I had a burn mark.
Just like the guy.
Like that, just like the guy. Only it was, you know, I had to then go to school, and everyone knew I had tried to take my hair off, and they're like, what the? And so all these other names. So I'm sorry to relive that trauma, but I want to share that. So.
Very good. superheroes and action films, we kind of assume they appeal to kind of nerdy boys, essentially.
Yeah.
And you kind of forget there are lots of nerdy women out there
yeah.
who like these films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone's got their inner nerd.
Yeah,
You know?
well, you are a proper nerd, aren't you?
I mean, when it comes to Harry Potter, I'm a massive, massive nerd.
We know that because you posted this picture. Is this your 12th or... You're about 12 or 13 here. This is Margot Robbie. Look how uncool. Hardback Harry Potter. Ooh,
You know you're a real
so
fan.
fancy.
So fancy. Do you know what's particularly pathetic about this picture? A couple things, really. Number one...
I'll let you point them out.
Number one, it's my birthday. That's how I chose to spend my birthday.
Oh, yay!
What was in the cup?
Number two, I'm drinking tea. Number three, I'm wearing glasses even though I don't need glasses. I lied to the optometrist because I wanted to have glasses like Harry Potter.
Now, Daniel, I think you were you a Harry Potter fan or not?
I love Harry Potter, but I just didn't get round to reading the last one.
Okay, so...
What?
I had stuff to do, man. I was doing... I don't know what happened. I was just like, oh, I'll do it later, and then...
Are you kidding me? So you've read 1 to 6 and you haven't read the 7th?
Yeah, I don't know what
Are you
happened.
actually kidding?
couldn't bear for it to end.
I'm like not going to be able to sleep tonight worrying about this.
Life is a game, you know what I mean? So I just like, it's just, you keep it on the edge,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
This is insane to me. Do you know another fun fact? My husband...
This is your thing.
This is fascinating.
This is your
No,
thing.
I can go on about this forever.
I'm so sorry I brought this up. I've no one else to blame. No, Margot, tell us.
Sorry, I'll stop hijacking the show after this.
No, go.
Because I'm not here to actually publicise Harry Potter. That's great. My husband is in the Harry Potter movies. I know. I was like, had you told me sooner, we would have been married very quickly. But he was an extra. He was like, when he was a little kid, he's like one of the Slytherin extras. You know when Draco like pushes some kids out of the way to see Buckbeak in the 3rd book?
Yeah.
He pushes my husband out of the way.
Celebrity!
Yeah, I know.
Daniel, were you ever an extra in Harry Potter?
No, I had my friend was an extra at school. Then I asked him, like, how'd you get into acting? And he didn't tell me.
Because you posted a picture of yourself.
I wanted to do acting.
No, you posted a picture of yourself as, I don't know how old you are. You're a little boy here.
Yeah.
And you look like you could be in Hogwarts. Here you are.
Gorgeous.
Oh, yes!
Gorgeous.
I love that picture of him!
There's no lie there, though.
I love that.
2000.
Oh my God, that is the cutest kid. I love that picture of him so much. You showed me that when we were filming. I love that picture.
I feel better about my photo now.
Why do you feel better? It's gorgeous. Wait, what's gorgeous?
No, gorgeous.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
I love that story.
Yeah, I know. People you went to school with must be so surprised.
Yeah.
Who's a film star? What's that, Daniel? And what a time to be in London, ladies and gentlemen. These people are going to mark on our capital. Patrick Stewart, have you been to Piccadilly Station? No, have you seen this? Have you? Yeah, people have. They've rebranded it. This is real. They've made Piccadilly Station Piccadilly Circus.
It's pretty cool.
It is. I mean, it's him.
But they've also done it on the subway in Manhattan, except that they've drawn an imaginary line between 5 stations so that it looks like that thing that we wear. I don't know what.
Oh, I got it. The Star Trek logo thing.
The logo thing. So there are 5 stations on the subway.
Not as good. Not as good. Now, Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, you've been in town for a few days, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been here for...
Yeah, you've been out and about enjoying yourselves?
Well, yeah, out, reading scriptures and... spreading the word of Jesus. We've been to the club a couple of times, too.
Yeah, no, I've seen the pictures. Because, Michael, when you go out and about, because Chadwick Boseman from Black Panther, he was here a little while ago, and I feel like maybe he's a little over Wakanda Forever now, but, like, you never did
I never
that.
really got that. I think the fans kind of understand that Eric Killmonger wasn't really with Wakanda all the way, so they kind of respect me, but they're like, nah, we're not going to say Wakanda forever, so...
Good.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get in here, man. Come on, don't do it. I can't
take him anywhere. I can't take him
That makes me feel I got a spank on, actually.
And I like the way people are finding different things to do in lockdown. You know, home fitness, meditation. You've gone the booze route. Is that true?
Maybe, yes. Yes, cocktails in the afternoon.
Do you post your mixology every day or just when the mood takes you?
No, just when I'm not too drunk to work my phone is when I do it. No, we're just sort of doing it periodically, every week or so, something like that.
Well, people are loving them. We've got some tweets here. Who knew Stanley Tucci making a Negroni was my kink? Here's somebody else. I want Stanley Tucci to manhandle me the way he slams down his cocktail ingredients. And
I know, and that was my agent. No, I'm kidding.
And even Chris Evans. Chris Evans posted this. I love Stanley Tucci. On most days after we finished filming on the first Captain America movie, Stanley would make his martinis in his trailer. Would you do that every day, the martinis?
Yeah. I always have I like to have a portable cocktail set that I bring to set, and at the end of the day, if it's the appropriate time, I make martinis for whoever would like to join me.
That is such a lovely thing.
Well, it's nice. You know, it's civilized.
Very civilized. Now, Miriam Margolyes, is this it now? Have you been banned from daytime television?
Well, I said twat or twat, and apparently it's one of the worst things you can say.
Is it?
Yeah, but well, they sent me a list of the things.
And you memorised it?
Well, one of the words on it was one I had never heard of. I don't know if you have.
What was it?
It was munter. Have you ever heard of that word?
How do you spell it?
M-U-N-T-E-R.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know where it originates from, but I think it means an unattractive woman.
Yeah. Or I didn't know it was gender specific. I think it can be. I think it can be either. I think it can be both.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Well, has anybody heard it in the audience?
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a lovely crowd. Yes, we've all been called that. Yes.
What was the TV show?
It was called This Morning.
Oh. Yeah.
It still is.
Whenever you're on the show, I always ask you about Thor's hammer, and you always say, oh, well, that's in my house in Australia. You're in your house in Australia. Do you have the hammer? Is it really there?
Oh, the hammer, you mean? This one?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I mean, half the time I don't even, I sort of forget where I put them. I don't really have them that close to me, and so it's, I've got Stormbreaker just happened to turn up here in the Avengers. This small object that just, they go everywhere with me, basically.